Red Rock.
Hello.
So the cub enters the wolf's den. What do you want, cub? You want to hear the story of the Great Khans? It's a long one, full of honor, glory, and betrayal. We have suffered, but we will regain our glory. In a hurry, are you? Very well, then. The Great Khans came east, out of the NCR 14 years ago. We ruled the wastes then, and called no man master. But we underestimated the families of the Strip, and they drove us back to Bitter Springs, where we remained until the NCR arrived and drove us here. They allied with Mr. House, the self-proclaimed master of New Vegas. He supported them with resources of New Vegas. Weapons, technology, caps. They were better equipped, and we could not stand against them. When the NCR came to the Mojave, we thought they would be easy pickings. We raided their caravans, their towns, their camps. They couldn't stop us. At least that's what we thought. Tracked us to Bitter Springs and surrounded us. When our children, our sick and old, fled through a nearby pass, the NCR gunned them down. It's because of that we have sworn to take revenge on the NCR. With our new allies in Caesar's Legion, we will crush them. Typical. No reverence for history in the younger generation. Have you now? Well, you're a bold one, I'll give you that. But why should I do this for you? Ha! The Great Khans will not be slaves. Caesar himself has promised us the land from here to the Colorado, and the freedom to raid as we see fit. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar's alliance. The Great Khan answers. You march all the way out to Red Rock Canyon, enter my home as bold as you please, and you have no idea who I am? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Well then, let me educate you. I'm the chief of the Great Khans. The Khan of Khans, if you like. This is my tribe, and these are my people. You want to hear this? In a hurry? But what? Oh, they claimed it was a miscommunication, but tell that to those who saw our families butchered. Tell it to the survivors who were banished here. They allowed... When the... Tip of...
Hey.
Greetings in the name of Kaiser. They're a tribe of fine warriors with many proud traditions and a glorious history. They will be worthy additions to the Legion. My name is Carl. Glorious Caesar has sent me as an emissary to the Khans as a token of our alliance. In exchange for Great Caesar's promise of all the lands west of New Vegas, the Khans have agreed to fight alongside the Legion when the time comes. I am one of the Frumentari. It is my duty to scout the waste in Caesar's name and make contact with any tribes that might serve a usefus. You might say I'm somewhere between a scout and an ambassador. I'm assigned here as part of the alliance between the Legion and the Great Khans. Though they have been cruelly oppressed by the NCR, the Khans remain great warriors. The Legion is honored to have such allies in battle.
I heard you try to convince Papa Khan not to join with Caesar's Legion. I'd like to talk to you about that for a moment. Name's Regis. I'm Papa's second in command. You might say I share your concern about Caesar. You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right? Trust me, you'll get nowhere just talking to him about it. He's fixated on restoring the glory of the great Khans, and he sees Caesar as the path to that restoration. Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to four voices in particular: me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him.
Thank you, Regis.
I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing else. I've heard rumors that tribes who aligned with Caesar in the past were torn apart and reduced to slaves. Prove it, and I'll back you. You'd have to talk to them, but those two have been thick as thieves since they were kids. Convince one, and the other will come around. Ah, Melissa. She's a bit of a dreamer. Last time she was in camp, Carl filled her head with stories of serving the Legion as a speculatore. Personally, I've seen a woman in Legionnaire's armor, so I have my doubts. Good. Oh, one more thing. Caesar's representative, Carl, has become fast friends with Papa. Carl's the one who has him so fixated on this alliance. You'll probably have an easier time of things if you can find a way to get him out of the picture. Carl talks prettily about the honor and nobility of the great Khans, but I suspect his actual opinion is less flattering. Maybe you could find something he wrote that expresses that opinion, or trick him into losing his cool in the longhouse right in front of Papa. I would too, if I were you.
Hey.
What more do you want? Join? Oh, no, I simply couldn't. That is, I'm not worthy of such an honor. Of course I am. That is to say, Caesar has many fine warriors, and I wouldn't wish to compare them to the great Khans. Enough! How you compare Caesar's finest to this tribe of savages? The mightiest great Khan is scarcely a match for a Legion recruit. The burned man would leave their mightiest shitting themselves in terror. I would. That is... You motherless bastard. You'll pay for this.
Great Khans. Drive.
You've been doing good things for us. Don't think I haven't noticed. What can I do for you?
Hey.
It felt so good to get those speech checks. Oh no, they have Rug Lab. Oh, wait. I still have the other quest active. Oh, my papa.
Hey.
is. Not fucked up. Let me travel back to the longhouse.
Hey.
You're not one of my regulars. What do you want? Hey, it's not like I'm super attached to working with Caesar or anything. But if he'll stop his patrols from harassing my runners, I'm all for it. I haven't heard anything like that. Do you have any proof? Okay. Helpful? What, like bathtub stim packs? What's the point of that? You've got a point. Selling meds to the locals could be a pretty nice side gig. Alright, I'll tell Jack to give it a try. We keep the Great Khans from falling up, essentially. Jack manufactures the chems. I organize the runners and the shipments. We're supplying things people want in exchange for things our tribe needs. Don't judge us. We make regular shipments to a lot of settlements around the Mojave. A lot of our business comes from the Fiends lately. Personally, I think they're kind of creepy, but Papa likes the fact they get all hopped up on Psycho and harass the NCR patrols. I'll spare you the history lesson. Talk to Papa Khan if you want to hear that story. Things have been rough for a while now. Even with Jack working all the time and my runners making deliveries daily, we're barely getting by. Maybe this alliance with Caesar will help, but I don't know. Red Rock Canyon isn't exactly the most hospitable place. There's no food, barely any water, and nothing anyone wants. We used to send patrols out to acquire supplies, but ever since Bitter Springs, there just aren't enough of us left. You look like you could handle yourself in a fix. All right, I'll tell you what. Anders, one of my best runners, is overdue to report back. If you can find out what happened to him, I'll give you some real work. About 3 weeks ago, I sent Anders southeast to find a route into Arizona, to open new markets for our product. He should have been back 2 days ago, but there's been no sign of him. Any luck finding Anders? Well, it's not like I'm super attached to working with Caesar or anything, but if it'll stop his patrols from harassing my runners, I'm all for it. Papa hasn't steered us wrong yet. Yeah, you made a pretty good argument. We'll keep it small for now, but if it turns a profit, we might expand.
Whoa, new guy. Huh? Look, man, me and Diane, we don't dig on that politics stuff, savvy? We just make the product and make it get to a good home. Sure, Caesar's a drag, but as long as we've got each other, we don't care who the top dogs roll with. Dude, what a total haul. No way that's Kopashishi. Yeah, me and Diane got your back. No sweat. Oh, it's cool. Do. We don't, do anything. We make the magic happen. We make the happy stuff. What do you need? Jet, Psycho, a little Med-X to ease the pain? Nah, man, more like drug suppliers. Yeah, other folks sell them. Diane's mostly in charge of that. Guess I just had a natural talent for it. When I was a kid, these cats called the Followers of the Apocalypse came to our camp. They knew all kinds of kooky, scientistical stuff, so I ate up all the chemistry they could teach. Diane had to head for business, so we teamed up. Diane's my girl, man. We've been taking care of each other our whole lives, ever since our folks died. Now we keep the cons and caps together. They're family, you dig? They've always looked out for us, made sure we had something to eat and a place to crash. Papa may look
This shit
like
was
a
easier
big
than I
angry
expected.
bear, but he's a softy at heart. Regis is cool, scary, but cool. The rest all pretty groovy, even little Jerry. The other dudes call him Jerry the Punk. That's kind of harsh, though. I think he's just a sensitive soul that needs some love. He's usually down around the proving ground if you want to say yo. Diane handles most of the transactional elements of this little enterprise, but I'm always in the market for new recipes if you've got the spark. Right on. What have you got? Right on. Let's have it. Grootalicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you? Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip cat. Right on. Let's have it.
Shit's just an XP farm.
Grootalicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you? Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip cat. Right on. Right on. Let's have it.
Jesus, it's just an XP farm.
Grootalicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you? Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip cat.
Alright, how much more shit can I teach him?
Right on. Let's have it. Grootalicious. That. Already on it. I whipped up a few stim packs already. But if you've got...
The cons are my people, bro. Like, I'm sorry, chat, but that's not good. Alright. Because I'm not trying to have him wipe everyone out yet. Well, you know what? Hold on. Boone, where are you?
What is it? I'll make my way there.
I still need to go to the strip though. And I'm gonna grab Rex because I still gotta travel through the Mojave. So I'll have, well, can't. But you know what? I know someone that I can take with me. Okay, we're gonna pick up Raoul. Okay, never mind. We're going back to the street. Alright. This is gonna be kind of tricky. No, you can't have my Raoul.
Where to, partner? Penthouse floor.
I forgot. We live in presidential suite. Or suite, my bad.
Is it time?
High roller suite. Casino floor.
I understand that if I had every single companion with me, it would break the game, but it's like, come on. Just let me. Shit. Alright. I don't know where EDE went. That's the thing.
Where to, partner?
Hold on. That's better. I'm so confused. Okay, I'm starting to stress out a little bit. I'm just gonna fucking work with my game. Reload it. Such a great game, but goddamn, can it be irritating sometimes. Okay. I have Boone right there. You know what? Another thing too that would help. Well, I tried Jet. I can't see. That's mainly the issue. But anyways. Ah. Yeah, that's good.
High roller suite. Casino floor.
If it isn't our favorite VIP.
No, maybe they won't buy as fast. Like, Boone won't buy as fast. drilling.
Oh. Sorry, boss, but as much... Sorry, boss. You never heard of Petro Chico? It's an energy. Of course not. They were an oil company in Mexico back before the war.
What is it? I'll make my way there.
Oh, it's you. Ailey's better stay here. Let's go. If we run, we might still catch Benny. Well, you might. I'll just be wheezing along behind you. Sure, I'll just pull... Talk to me at my shack. I've at least got tools there.
Oh, what do you carry on you?
I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable, boss.
Oh my god. You know what, that's fine, because we're not killing or attacking the Legion anyways.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, I guess I was just fucking better off coming with them. Oh, probably not. Never mind, he's good with that pistol. Oh, so what? Let me just see, what does his perk do exactly? Maybe I misjudged Raul. How long of a walk do we have? I think we're not that bad. Yeah, we still got ADE as well. What's he saying? Damn, look at that work. Oops.
Halt! What business have you in Cottonwood Cove, outsider? You wear the mark of Caesar. You must be who Cursor Lucullus is waiting for. You may continue, but be warned. Mark or no, we will not tolerate aggressive...
Evening. Please, help me. Thank God. Let me down, please. Thanks for getting me down from that crump. They did? Probably mostly Jack's idea. He always was the soft touch. Thanks. You've saved my life and done the Great Khans a huge favor. I'll be heading back to Red Rock Canyon now. Maybe we'll see each other there. Okay, keep it quick. I'd like to get out of here before the Legionnaires come to check on me. The Legion patrol caught me trying to cross the river. When they found the, package I was carrying, they strung me up there. Well, not exactly. More like trying to expand our markets. I heard there was a lot of untapped territory down south, but the Legion caught me. So long.
Alright, now we head to Red Rock. Yep.
How's my most...
Anders told me what happened. We owe you one for rescuing him. Tell you what, I can give you caps as a thank you or a special recipe Jack cooked up. Here you go. Enjoy it. With Anders out of commission for so long, we're short-handed on runners, and some backlogs have piled up. We've got an associate in the Crimson Caravan Trading Company who distributes for us and out of Vegas. He's been after us for a new shipment. Great. Here's the package. Your contact is Don Hostetler at the Crimson Caravan. Come back and see me when you're done.
Alright, now we're gonna pick up Boone.
Over-elaborate mob schemes to take over Vegas. Reminds me of the days before the war. Good call. I mean it. Hey, as long as you're not asking me to go back to Black Mountain, I'm a happy old man.
Move along.
Also the fact that we pissed off Tabitha. Ooh. Yeah, am I right? Ooh. Get rage baited. I only took your value and spared you. Dumbass. Alright.
Where to, partner?
Is it time?
High roller suite. Casino.
Thank you, Boo. Oh, they're not actually in this. Okay. me just finally discover this real quick for my XP.
Hey there.
Hello there. Welcome to the Crimson Caravan. Oh, right, yeah. I'll take that. You should go now, before you draw any attention.
Hey, seems like you've been making a lot of friends around here. Don't worry, Jack and I have talked it over. We'll talk up the idea of breaking the Alliance. Great. Here's your payment. Yeah, you did good finding him. Okay, if you want a little work, I think I can find you something. You up for something challenging? I've got a ship of Jet and Psycho that needs to be delivered to Motor Runner at Vault 3. Don't get cocky. The fiends are twitchy. Most of them won't bother a con, but the ones outside the vault, well, they're outside for a reason. Here's the package. Good luck. Your payment will be waiting when you get back.
Alright.